Based on these considerations, you will slowly become ready to set up the stages of your research. These stages might look different in different projects, but will take you from a design phase via a data collection phase to analysis and reporting. Specific activities that go into a research design frequently involves formulating research questions, conducting a background study, doing a literature review, selecting cases and participants, collecting data, of course, and then transcribing, coding, and interpreting your data. And finally, evaluating and writing up your research. Following these stages ensures a level of rigor in your research. Each step builds on the previous one. In practice, however, you will find yourself moving back and forth between these stages. This is a characteristic of qualitative research designs, particularly in theoretically informed projects. And it doesn't have to be done in a random way either. Your research design can plan for this, revising your research questions after talking to your supervisor, or reading theoretical literature during the coding process can be pre-planned as checkpoints with your interpretive community. Likewise, doing a pilot interview or allowing research participants to comment on findings or drafts can function as consultations with your research field. Both are ways of ensuring rigor and quality in your research. The final design issue to consider here is the role of the case study in qualitative research. In some ideographic research traditions, such as history or regional geography, cases can be studied with little regard to their direct relevance for other cases in other places or at other times. In much contemporary social research, however, qualitative researchers investigate particular events, places, or institutions, not just to provide detailed accounts of their unique qualities, but with the assumption that the analysis of processes in one context can generate concepts or explanations that apply to other contexts. This is what we label analytical generalizability. A qualitative research design can lead to analytically generalizable findings. But this relies on several important factors. First, you must think through what your study is a case of. An interview study with street musicians can be a case of how groups make use of public space in a given city. It can also be a case of informal income generation in the cultural sector. Deciding what your case represents is an important part of your research design. It should inform your choice of research questions, your literature, your interview guide, and your coding strategies. Second, you must be able to limit the case in time, space, and scope. Third, the research must convincingly account for the contextual characteristics of your particular case. This will make it possible for informed readers to evaluate how your case resemble or differ from cases in other places or at other times. A rich, detailed, and qualitative account helps you achieve this contextualization. The fourth point is an almost opposite challenge and involves being able to look beyond the details of your case by identifying underlying processes and structures. To do so, your analysis must develop concepts that communicates well with your interpretive community.